How's it going, guys? Peep is Psycho Bandit from Fortnite here, and greedy gaming CEO tries to justify overcharging fans for no reason. Yep. You ain't gotta finish the video. You already know what happens. Peace. Randy Pitchford, the CEO of Gearbox Software, aka the development studio that brought many games like Borderlands, has been catching so many strays on Twitter recently because of him and his opinions on what the pricing should be of Borderlands 4.
Randy, I got a tough one for you here.
Oh, you got a spicy one for me?
I don't know the answer. I don't know.
Why is it always me that has to do the spicy ones? All right.
What will the game's price be? That's an interesting one. I don't know this.
Really now? I'll tell you the truth. I don't know.
$60. Anything over that is delusion, bro. $60. Absolute max, bro. Alright, I'll stop beating around the bush. Let's see what the CEO behind Borderlands has to say about video game pricing and why everyone just suddenly hates this dude. But before we do that, make sure you subscribe, because I'm actually trying to gain my first subscriber. That's right, and if I gain at least one subscriber today, then I will professionally review Red 40. Like, I'm gonna put a suit on and everything, bro. I need to figure out what this shit tastes like. Gotta see what all the hype is about here. Subscribe to the channel, please. Anyways, so this all started because Borderlands 4 was officially revealed in the last month. And you know what? The game does look very promising, right? The game looks really good. Now, obviously, half of this trailer is just CGI, right? Not actual gameplay. If you want to see what the actual gameplay looks like, here you go. This is what it looks like. At the end of the day, not the worst looking game. Now, one of the biggest red flags about this game so far is the budget. Because looking at this game, it looks like we're getting a new Borderlands game, right? Looks decent, right? Can't complain too much. Nailed the art style. If anything, looks better. What do you expect the budget to be? Considering the fact that Borderlands 3 and their budget was, if I'm correct, 140 million. Which, by the way, the graphics and the story for that was really good, right? So, considering that, what is the budget for Borderlands 4? What do you guys think? Put your answers in right now. Well, it's supposed to be $300 million. Yes, over double of what Borderlands 3 was. Now, this immediately got everyone concerned. I feel like we're in a point in time where if a game over budgets, then it's going to flop. Like, this has been a reoccurring pattern, and I feel like this price point is going to foreshadow the failure of Borderlands 4. But then again, we do not know that much about the game just yet, so take everything I say with a grain of salt, but these are very predictable end results at this point, right? Unless Borderlands 4 has like the craziest comeback of all time. But then again, it is 2025. The game market right now is, goodness gracious, bro, is it horrendous? Alright, real talk though, for $300 million, what could they possibly be expanding in this game to make it so much better than Borderlands 3, bro? Like, seriously, I cannot fathom what they need $300 million of development for. Like, you guys do not need that much money to develop this game. And a lot of people started calling out Randy Pitchford for this. Why are you over budgeting a Borderlands game when you know we're in a point in time where not everyone is going to be able to afford an overpriced game? So a lot of people went to Twitter to call him out for this. And while he was responding to a lot of these questions, comments, and concerns, there was one that really struck a nerve with a lot of people, which led a lot of people to get the conclusion of, This is going to be overpriced garbage, isn't it? When he retweeted an interview he did with Nintendo, I'm so excited for the Nintendo Switch 2, and I'm even more excited to bring Borderlands 4 to this incredible, magical machine. Randy, this game better not be $80. Don't take that risk. A lot of gamers aren't going to pay $80 and feed this notion of constant increase of the price tag. You are the CEO. You have some say with the price when it comes to your publisher. A, not my call. B, if you're a real fan, you're going to find a way to make it happen. Yep. You heard it from here. If you're a real fan, you're gonna pay $80 anyways. My local game store had Starlight for Sega Genesis for $80 in 1991 when I was just out of high school working minimum wage at an ice cream parlor in Pismo Beach, and I found a way to make it happen. And this response was horrendous, bro. I mean, just look at that ratio. 2 million views, not even 600 likes, and those comments, bro. Oh my god, that is horrendous. Dog, we are not paying $80 for a Borderlands game fully knowing you'll do multiple season passes that cost another $100, and you'll probably sell weapon skins too. This has to be one of the worst CEO replies from recent memory. Someone's just commenting the Pirate Bay. D, buy fun indie games instead. Implying people aren't real fans if they don't fork over $80 for the game sounds like a Reddit user logic. Come on, man. And this response got over 6-tuple the likes of Randy Pitchford. That is diabolical. I can't wait for the AAA games industry to collapse in on itself. I'm excitedly counting down those days. Dude, seriously, bro. Now, real quick, I want to side quest this, and I know I've made this analogy in the past before, but Schedule 1. This game has a development team of 1 person with a budget of $0, and yet had an all-time peak of almost 500,000 players. And shit, in the last 24 hours, they still had 50,000 concurrent players. Like, that is better than the majority of AAA games. Like, there seriously comes a point where budget is no longer a problem, bro. It's just, are you guys even making a good game at that point? I genuinely think games like Schedule 1 and Lethal Company are like the biggest fuck yous to the AAA scene, literally proving that no one gives a fuck about budget. People just want to play a good game. Like, thanks, now I won't even buy a game if it costs $70. I hope your game gets pirated to hell. Just don't buy it, talk with your money. If you're a true fan, you won't accept them pricing people out. You are beyond cooked, man. If you're a real fan, you'll make it happen. Damn, that is a shit way to talk to your fans. My TTRPG may include AI slopper, but I'll give it to you for free, dude. What? Why would you admit to that? What? You know what? We're not side questing this video. We're not doing that. Congratulations, you single-handedly revived a AAA piracy. Is Borderlands 4 cooked? We're just gonna have to see at this point. But I do just want to show one last clip before we end today's video, and it is from Randy Pitchford himself, because I will admit that clip I played in the beginning was taken a little out of context. Allow me to show you the actual clip in its full integrity with just some light commentary. I promise I'm not gonna cut any important information out. This is just me playing the video and then reacting to it.
Answer, I don't know.
Why is it always me that has to do the spicy ones? All right.
What will the game's price be? That's an interesting one. I don't know this.
Really now? I'll tell you the truth. I don't know. And that is the truth. I'll hit it. I'll hit it straight on. And it's an interesting time, right? We've got on one level, we've got a competitive marketplace where people or the people that make those choices want to sell as many units as possible, and they want to be careful about people that are price sensitive. So there's some folks that don't want to see prices go up, even the ones deciding what the prices are. There's other folks accepting the reality that game budgets are increasing and there's tariffs for the retail packaging, and like, it's getting gnarly out there, you guys. Borderlands 4 has more than twice the development budget than Borderlands 3. More than twice. The truth is, I don't know what the price is going to be. I do know that we will be opening pre-orders soon, TM, and that will be when the price is set.
Okay, hear me out, right? If the competitive market is your biggest concern, think about it. Just make the price tag $60. The current market is artificially making their games more expensive with little to no explanation. If you just simply stick to the $60 price tag, everyone will be flocking to your game, bro. That's just how I see it, at least. Like, I feel like this response genuinely makes no fucking sense at all. Guys, it's Borderlands 4 cooked. We'll just have to see how that goes. But until then, I'm so tired of the AAA scene, bro. They gotta go, bro. Seriously. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go now, so yeah. See y'all.